I want to go live. I want to talk about something. You know, DC Blacks. Now I did a video on DC Blacks about Cadillac and those guys, the Moors. Um, Damn, I can't think of their names, but I used to watch all them old crime documentaries, prison documentaries. So I'm familiar. I used to read the Don Deeb. I used to read the Fair. I used to buy 'em. I used to realize buy 'em off the stand, right? So I'm to some degree hip, right? So getting older, I'm like DC Blacks. Now, mind you, DC Blacks went against the Aryan Brotherhood, right? DC Blacks went against the Cracker, okay? Um, you getting on BGF kind of time, you know, Gorilla Family, that's you getting into Black Panther territory. Right, I'm not gonna take y'all into more science. That's I'm coming down. I'm coming down to a different level, right? So we ain't gonna get into the more science, and we already talked about that. Let's take it to a lower level, right? Let's literally take it to the street. DC Blacks. If you in DC now, DC is turned up. It's always turned up, but now it's on the internet. So because the visuals behind it, it looked turned up, but it's always been turned up, right? So DC turned up, right? It's dangerous, it's violent, right? It's a lot of wars going on, right? We got a channel, War in the DMV. What's that other dude name? War in the DMV and the alias beef dudes, and it's another dude out there, but you know what I'm talking about. So we got people reporting on the wars. Those of us in these neighborhoods, we know it's wars, but this is what I want to tell y'all youngers. And we like I ain't gonna put I'm an older dude, right? You probably can tell I'm an older dude, right? Um, but we had a term in our neighborhood called penitentiary rules in effect. Penitentiary rules in effect. Some people might know what that means. Some people, what you talking about? Okay, now because you're black and you live in DC, you're a DC Black, right? Everybody know if you go to jail, you go into the federal system, common knowledge. Now, because you black and your real enemy is the law, they may pull your car over. They may pull that Honda over. They could storm any of our houses right now. Today, they could storm your house and say wrong address and light you up. They could storm your house and say, it was a clerical error. Your name, you not exempt. If you black, you a target to some degree. So whether you thugging or not, if the government, if the cracker, if the law come get you, and you in DC and you black, you going right. So you gonna have to sit with the DC Blacks, right? Some of us ain't never been to jail. Some of us already know the score. You get to jail, you're the federal penitentiary, and don't think they can't just send you. You might say, I'm not a criminal, I ain't breaking no law. You tripping. That's exactly what they want you to think, right? So when they do come get you, everybody thinking like, oh, they don't just come get motherfuckers. But if you black, you it can happen to you in the street. It can happen to you in the street. Like, don't get it twisted. So if it happened to you, you get out there. If you from Northern Virginia or certain parts of Maryland, Mo County, shit like that, you cool with multiculturalism. You know a Arab, Spanish guy, a Caucasian, like him. That's smooth, cool. If you go up if you gotta sit with your race, right? You find out the hard way. Now those of us that know it is the motherfuckers that been Lorton legends, right? Um, you got Eon. This is where this is coming from. The Eon and Glizzy Mooka situation. just got my wheels turning, right? Now that's for the people that's green to the situation. That's what DC Blacks is. You gonna sit with your race, and the thing about us in particular is no soft corner of the city, right? I don't know what's going on in everybody else's city, but DC is just it's like it's like the Wild West. It's just like factions warring, and you don't see it, right? You hear it. It's on the news. It's on the apps. They got the crime locator. They got the DC camera, police down where they show the. You see it, but you don't see it. It's certain people living on H Street. Certain people living in gentrified. You dig what I'm saying? Uptown, Southwest. Certain gentrified troglodytes. They don't see it. But for those of us that's in the streets or been in the streets, right? And the city full of steppers, as the kids say. The city is full. It's like New Orleans or Compton or what. Like everybody's. It's more dudes that's about that action than bluffing, right? It's more dudes that's about that than bluffing. So for those of us, that's done claimed a block and then been outside, as the kids say, you got a chance of getting sent up the road, right? Or just getting bagged. Like let's fuck that. Just getting bagged. The shit could go left in court. You might take the trip, right? So all that hood beef. Shout out to the channels that's reporting and blogging on the hood beef. I want to shout out to No Wallin. I watched that video today. No Wallin, good channel. Hear me out, right? All these hood beefs fall to the wayside when you get to the feds. The irony is when you step in and spinning on the people you got your ops, you might go in. And then you gotta sit with your car. You gotta sit with your race. You gotta be a DC Black. And if and let me make it clear, little Pooh Shiesty, 130 pounds, skinny jeans, nice tennis shoe shorty with the long clip and the pistol. You, little youngin', when you get out there and you feel like, and see this is where my mind is. The Anglizzy thing is, the youngers don't respect none of that shit on the street. Nigga gonna pull up and punish you like they. I get that, right? But motherfuckers not moving like trained militant hitmen assassins. Motherfuckers just pulling the mask down, still in the car, and doing what they do, right? And people be getting caught. So let's say you get caught, not even for that, for you get caught just thugging, just being out there, and you get in the system, and you like, man, I done blogged on niggas, I done robbed niggas, I done spent on niggas, whoop niggas, all that. Now you need them niggas as a gangster. You probably gonna take that right as a gangster. Now you need these niggas because if you be like fuck them niggas, you know what I mean? I don't give a fuck what. Then the Mexicans, the police, the cracker motherfuckers, niggas gonna take advantage of you. You ain't the biggest dude. It take time to swell up and get your hands right. Niggas is already walking around with bangers. Like you food for the wolves if you ain't got the herd behind you. Right? I heard what I've been watching all this shit, Mooka, with the allegations and all that. But this was the thing about Mooka. If that was the case, he wouldn't even be. Nobody would talk to him. I mean, I'm not saying it's not the case, but I'm saying that's an interesting point. Like, if that was the case, nobody would talk to him because of that charge. So the fact that people talking to him, he probably done been in themselves of the. So it's like, it's interesting. But this is my point. You know what I mean? I ain't trying to wrap you up. This is my point. How long been rapping? 10 minutes. All right, I ain't gonna wrap you up. Let me bring it to the point. We have an opportunity right now. Ain't Glizzy, DC Blacks, Busta Move, Craig, Ruff, all these motherfuckers on the internet. All of us on the internet. I don't want to be misconstrued. All of us on the internet. we got a chance to put penitentiary rules in effect and just be DC blacks. Inevitably, you a DC black. I could tell you were more and all that, but I ain't, like I said, we ain't gonna take it into the right. You a DC black, whether you like it or not, right? So we have an opportunity to gain more power. We could control the city. We could run the city. We all could get richer, right? We if we was putting penitentiary laws in effect, or just fuck the penitentiary shit. I ain't trying to be ignorant with you. I'm saying if we was just DC blacks, if we put whatever title, Moors, DC blacks, whatever title that we all black, so you own it, right? You ain't just that. Just ain't gonna get you to pass. But what I'm saying is, if we could mobilize and unify under a banner like we gotta do in jail, this could benefit us, right? There's no point in making content and doing the divide and widening the gap and the rift, right? We got a chance to make a decision to say fuck that shit. We ain't gotta hash it out or figure out who was lying and who was capping it, right? We ain't gotta apologize and say, yeah, I talked crazy about you and I'm hoping you forgive me. Fuck all that, right? We ain't gotta do that. As adults, just make the decision to say we good. Why would you make that decision to say we good? Because your enemy is the government. Your enemy is the law. Your enemy is the troglodyte. Don't get it twisted. And it's other motherfuckers that don't fuck with you neither, right? Don't think them Migos fuck with you. Don't think them Jakes or the motherfucking Gold Coast motherfuckers. Like everybody else is clicked up, right? We the only ones in the slums that move like that, right? Now, I'm gonna get up off of here. I ain't gonna hold you up, but I'm just saying right now we buzzing. We on the internet. We got everybody looking, right? We could set the example. DC Blacks is the opportunity to unify under a banner. We could make history. DC Blacks on the streets. Make it make sense. Y'all little gangs already clicking with other neighborhoods to go against other gangs and all that. So you understand the concept, right? But can you take the gun off me and point it at the troglodyte? Can you take the gun off me and point it at the cracker? Right? Can you not smoke me or smoke the little girls and the little babies in the street or little toddlers and y'all hitting off and you know what I mean? While the kids are don't bust the joint at me, bust it at them. Are you moving like that? Because when you get in the feds, it's already they already moving like that. They already race conscious. I don't care what your crime is, what city you like. You understand? They already race conscious. It takes for us to get into the penitentiary and put penitentiary rules in effect for us to unify. So for all my street niggas, I'm talking, and I want all the bloggers to, I'm a tag and at motherfuckers at Eon, Buzzer Move, Mooka, Noel and One DC, everybody. I can't say all the rappers, right? All the rappers. What are we doing? What are we doing? For all and everybody in the conversation is a street nigga, right? Everybody in the conversation is a gangster, man time, standing on business, all that, right? So what are we doing? You a DC Black. We a DC Black. You don't think we could get money together? You think you in order to sit in the DC car, you already gotta understand unity. You heard what Shawty said, you can't go against the group. See, motherfuckers don't understand secret societies and religious groups and right. So motherfuckers that's in the Moors, Eon know, right? Because Eon probably more. A couple other dudes probably more. So they not even kicking you the science and the knowledge and the they not even kicking you that. right? We talking jail, we talking street, we talking money, we talking violence, right? That's what we do. Okay, I get it. But because DC Black's in the conversation, I just thought this was a good segue to put this out there that we all gangsters. You all might go to the feds. The crack is against you, so you could go to the feds. You're gonna end up sitting in the car. So why not bring that DC Blacks mentality, which is penitentiary rules in effect? That's what DC Blacks mean. Penitentiary rules in effect, nigga. Get on code and let's all be DC Blacks. Let me know what you think in the comments. Like and subscribe. I'm out.